Hello, and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you'll see how the sport of disc golf is growing at Carroll.
You'll hear how the boys volleyball team is doing, entering their second season.
And you'll get an update on other sports from the Charter Sports Center.
All that and more coming up next.
You'll be able to see the corona and the chromosphere completely.
It really just teaches you a lot about yourself and how you handle pressure.
If you learn how to communicate with that team, you're just going to be even better in the long run.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Rocky Morel.
And I'm Jesse Gomez.
A total solar eclipse is a very rare occurrence. What is even more rare is being able to see it from the comfort of our own home state.
Studio 415 reporter Bryson Klein had the chance to see the scientific wonder for himself.
A total solar eclipse happens when the moon completely blocks out sun. This causes complete darkness in an area. On April 8th, the Fort Wayne community had a chance to experience this, although it was only a partial eclipse with 99.1% coverage. The last total solar eclipse in the U.S. happened in 2017 and sadly was not fully visible from Fort Wayne. This makes viewing the eclipse a very special experience, even if it's just a partial one. Astronomy and Earth space science teacher Scott Ripple says it will be several centuries before it passes over Indiana again.
There'll be another one, but you might have to travel to Europe to be able to see it. But if you're going to just stay in one state, one place, and look up and stay at that place, you're going to have to be looking there for at least 300 years for it to pass over that particular place again.
In Fort Wayne, there were many ways to experience the eclipse. One way people experienced it was at Science Central's Eclipse Day. This was an event where people all around the community could view the eclipse together. The event included games, food, trucks, and plenty of eclipse-related activities such as live demonstrations. The event also provided eclipse classes, which are extremely important when viewing a solar eclipse. Executive Director of Science Central Martin Fisher says the classes are very important.
This is the only safe way to be able to look up at the sun, as I am right now, without having damage occur to my eyes.
Due to the eclipse, many schools in and near the path of totality were closed. The reason for this was to give students a day to observe the eclipse, since many had already chosen not to come to school. Due to how uncommon solar eclipses are in the area, this was the perfect opportunity for many to view a solar eclipse for the very first time. The next total solar eclipse in the U.S. will occur on August 22nd, 2044. Raypole suggests planning ahead when viewing the next total solar eclipse.
Get there early. When I was planning the trip, I was thinking I'm going to go there early, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, somewhere where you could walk to go get something to eat during the day. Kind of hang out there with the family.
The next solar eclipse that can be seen in the U.S. will happen on August 23rd, 2044, and will be visible from Montana and a bit of North Dakota. For Studio 415, I'm Bryson Klein.
With spring underway and summer approaching, there's a sport at Carroll that students might not know of.
Studio 415 reporter Colson Miner went out and learned about disc golf and how students can get involved.
Disc golf is a cross between ultimate frisbee and golf. It is a sport that is played outside, where the goal is to throw your disc into the basket with as little throws as possible. In disc golf, there are 3 different kinds of discs. First is drivers. Drivers are meant for long-range throws and typically are used on the first throw from the tee pad. The second kind of disc is mid-range. Mid-rangers are used to get close to the pin in putting range, which is also called laying up. Finally, there's putters, which are used as the final shot and get thrown into the basket. Disc golf is a sport with lots of ups and downs. Longtime disc golfer and former Carroll graduate Sawyer Skaggs says this sport has taught him life skills he can carry with him for forever.
Disc golf has impacted my life tremendously. I've built so many connections and so many relationships. It's taught me so much about resiliency and just perseverance. Every time I play, no matter how bad I play, it just keeps me coming back.
For any Carroll students who want to get involved in disc golf but don't know where to start, Carroll has a club for you. The club meets on C rotation and is run by Luke Miller. In the club, students will learn the basics of disc golf, like how to throw backhand and forehand, how to putt, and everything else in between. When it is warm outside, the club will meet on weekends and play on an actual course. But during the winter, the club goes into the field house and comes up with an indoor course, as well as coming up with different obstacles to make it more challenging.
Oh, the tree! The tree!
This club was started by Skaggs in 2022. He says that he decided to start this club because he had found something he loved and he wanted to share it with everyone else.
So I started the disc golf club, and I just wanted to spread disc golf's name because it's not a very popular sport, and I think many people would enjoy it. So I wanted to get out there and get as many people into it as possible.
Disc golf is a very fun and easy sport to get into. Anyone can play disc golf regardless of age, gender, or size. There is also 8 different disc golf courses across Fort Wayne. One of the most popular courses is the Macedon Disc Golf Course at Purdue Fort Wayne. This course hosts many tournaments throughout the spring through fall. Another common course is at Shove Park. There also is a course for beginners on Carroll Road called the Christ Hope Disc Golf Course. This is a smaller course that is perfect for people who are new to the sport and want to give it a try. Carroll biology teacher and longtime disc golfer Luke Miller believes this sport is accessible by all.
Oh, disc golf's great because there's like a pretty low barrier to entry where you can either borrow a couple discs or find some friends or buy them for $20 or something, and you can improve really rapidly at it. And once you get the discs, the courses for the most part are free, so it's kind of like a very easy sport to get started on.
For anyone interested in playing disc golf and wants to join the club, email Luke Miller at luke.miller@nax.k12.in.us. For Studio 415, I'm Colson Miner.
Boys volleyball and softball are among the spring sports that are in full swing.
Chase Roberts and Jaden Householder are back with athletic updates on this week's Charger Sports Center.
Welcome back to the Charter Sports Center. I'm Chase Roberts, and here with me, as always, is my co-host, Jaden Householder.
Carroll softball kicked off their season this past week with 3 wins against Garrett, Homestead, and Warsaw. Against Garrett, the Chargers totaled 18 runs in their shutout win, led by Jaden and Jordan Fuller, who each recorded 3 hits and combined for 5 runs. 4 other girls also recorded 2 hits in this game.
Against Homestead, the Chargers won this game 7-1 against the Spartans, led by Ella Craker and Lauren Kirkpatrick, who both scored 2 hits in this game. Craker also recorded the game-leading 3 RBIs for the Chargers.
In their home opener against Warsaw, the Chargers took home another double-digit win, with the final score being 11-1. Jaden Fuller led the team in this game with 3 hits, 3 runs, and 2 RBIs. Kinsey Ponder also recorded 4 RBIs in this game. The Chargers' next game takes place tonight at 5:30 at Huntington North.
We spoke with outfielder Abby Linder on what these games mean for the team.
Well, we all know our roles and we all know what each of us are capable of, so we keep each other to high standards and to reach the postseason goal.
With their season now underway, Studio 415 reporter Rocky Morrell spoke with players and coaches of the boys volleyball team about their sophomore season.
This season is the second year of the boys volleyball team at Carroll. The head coach of the team is health teacher Dawn Potter. She played volleyball from 6th grade up to college at Evansville. She has been coaching volleyball for about 20 years. Potter believed that Carroll needed a boys volleyball team, and when a coaching position opened, she took it.
When I came here, this is my 3rd year here, but when I came here, there was an opportunity to build a program here, and there was a group of guys that were really interested, so we just kind of went with it, and here we are, 2nd year.
There are 24 players on this team. While 13 of them are on varsity, the other 11 are in junior varsity. There are around 26 games per season before sectionals. Junior Sam Freisinger thinks that volleyball is very enjoyable.
It's a lot of fun. It's fun to play with people that are like you. They like the sport and just trying something new. I mean, it was new to me 2 years ago. It's still new to a lot of guys that are playing now. It's their 1st year.
Potter tries her best to help the players learn the skills she learned back when she played. Volleyball can teach you a lot of things that you can use later in life that will help you get a job. Junior varsity player Alex Helmkamp has an idea of a specific skill that can help you.
I've learned a lot of communication skills. I mean, on the court, if you don't have any communication, it's just you need it to win.
Volleyball is a pretty competitive sport. You have to be quick as the ball moves pretty fast. Each match is played in a best-of-3 format that goes to 25 in the first 2 games, and if it goes to the 3rd game, then it goes to 15. The energy can build up pretty quickly. Sophomore Ethan Nadeau says he loves the teamwork when he is playing.
I feel very proud and just also a lot of excitement whenever we win. It means we put a game together. We were strong throughout it and pulled out a W.
The next game for the boys volleyball team is on Monday, April 22nd against Southside. For Studio 415, I'm Rocky Morrell.
The Chargers competed in 2 games this past week, both resulting in victories for the team. The match against Huntington North resulted in a 5-set game that the Chargers would win 3-2. Their next game against DeKalb resulted in a 3-0 shutout.
Boys volleyball moves to a record of 5-4 on the season and a 4-3 record in the IBVCA Conference. Carroll baseball competed in 2 games last week against Angola and DeKalb. The Chargers would win their first game 15-3 against Angola, and they would also capture another win against DeKalb 7-5.
The Chargers moved to a record of 5-3 on the season. Their next game takes place tomorrow at East Noble. That's all we had today for the Charter Sports Center.
Next week, we will return with a live broadcast of this show. But until then, I'm Jaden Householder.
And I'm Chase Roberts. Back to you guys in the studio.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
If there's a story you'd like us to cover, please let us know.
And from all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.